In the frozen heart of Paris, a heavy steel blade hangs high in the shadows, before dropping at blinding speed. In a single, clean fraction of a second, a human life is completely severed from the physical world. Down below, inside a weathered wicker basket, lies the grim and silent aftermath of the machine's absolute power. But the bloodthirsty crowd gathered around the scaffold didn't cheer. They rioted, demanding a longer, more agonizing show. You see, before this mechanical monster was born, a quick and painless execution was a luxury reserved only for the rich elite. The poor and ordinary criminals were tortured for hours in public squares, slowly broken to pieces on heavy wooden wheels. Dr. Guillotine wanted to end this barbaric inequality. He envisioned a machine that would be humane, democratizing death itself. But the historical irony is terrifying. The first physical prototype wasn't built by a butcher, but by a German maker of delicate harpsichords. In April 1792, the newly built machine found its very first victim, a pale, trembling highwayman named Nicolas Pelletier. Surrounded by guards, the common thief was forced down into the weathered wooden frame, waiting for the final, cold embrace of the steel. But when the blade fell, the crowd was deeply disappointed. Death was too fast, and they begged for the return of the old gallows. Soon after, the reign of terror flooded the streets of Paris, and multiple guillotines stood like silent, bloody monsters in the rain. Dr. Guillotine spent the rest of his days in absolute despair, horrified that his own name had become synonymous with industrial slaughter. Yet, the most terrifying secrets of this machine were discovered not on the scaffold, but inside the dark laboratories of curious doctors. During a chilling post-mortem experiment, a French doctor lifted a freshly severed head from the basket, and called out the dead man's name. To his absolute horror, the dead eyes slowly opened, focused directly on the doctor's face, and blinked before fading forever. If you think this mechanical nightmare belongs only to the distant, dark ages of history, you are chillingly mistaken. Deep inside the cold, concrete walls of 20th-century French prisons, the heavy blade was still being quietly prepared for its targets. In September 1977, while the movie Star Wars was playing in theaters, the last man in France was legally executed by the guillotine. It wasn't until 1981 that the machine was finally outlawed. Locked in the shadows of history. Follow the archive for more dark mysteries.